What's up, Capricorn? Ugh, my bad. All right. What's up, Cappy? How you doing, Cappy? Hmm? We about to see. We about to see. All right. Y'all ready? All right. Spirit's ready. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. Let's see what's up today. All right, Spirit, tell me in the Capricorn. So we got resigned. Okay, feeling like you've completely given up on everything. Epiphany. An illuminating feeling of discovery resulting in personal feeling of elation, awe, or wonder. So somebody have to resign from a position. Okay, an area of study, an interest field. Okay, field of interest. It's like somebody giving up on something that they're trying to do to another person because this person is always 10 steps ahead, right? So somebody not being able, somebody not being able to trip somebody up. To be family, okay. I'm picking up some parents that are trying to sabotage their adult child's life. You know, weirdo shit. Okay, sentimental. The general thought of feeling a sense of something or someone in the past that is pleasant. So this could be somebody that's coming towards some of you. Okay, I'm picking up, but somebody could have resigned from a family position, like a position in a family, their family, or somebody could be breaking up with their family, their relatives, because they've had some type of epiphany, all right, or you have. Arrogant. Yeah, somebody tried to keep a position in somebody's life in order to profit off of them, continue to profit off of them, whether it be financial wise or energetic. I mean, energy is currency, right? Self acceptance. Does it have something to do with somebody accepting themselves for who they are? Okay, regardless of what category that falls in. All right, could be accepting one's sexual nature. Okay, it could be accepting one's belief system. Anything. Somebody could have been taught, like, religiously, right? So whatever they were taught growing up was like, you don't question it, right? You just go along with it. Yeah, somebody's learning now that it's okay for them to be themselves. Yeah. And somebody in their family, or somebody, a friend, or somebody trying to tell them, what they should do or what they shouldn't do. Like, somebody's wised up, like, you don't have a dog in this fight. I respect what you're saying, or your opinion, but ultimately, I make the decisions that I want to make for my life. You have no business even questioning my decisions. No business. Okay, for whoever that. So somebody putting somebody in check, to be a grown ass man, put another grown ass man in check. Keep your nose out of my business. Okay. All right. Somebody could act like it's give. Well, wait. If it comes out in the reading, I'll say it. But I'm tired of it coming out in the read. So if it does, I'll mention it. If not, then yeah, no point. Okay. She Ain't You, Chris Brown. So she ain't you, he ain't you. Okay? I don't know if somebody's realizing this, okay, or it's dawning on someone. They just can't go out in the world and just look for another you somewhere. There is no other you. You are an original, okay? The show Originals can be significant. I think it's on Netflix, the original, yeah. Always and forever. Somebody's last name could be Michelson. Or Michael. Alright, let's see. Cappy. Chase. Atonement. Okay, crossing. So somebody wants to make up for something. It looks to me like they're running towards you. Okay. Number 19 could be significant. 91. Number 10. So a completion or a 9 would be completion. 10 like a finality, like something's final. Okay, something has been decided. It's giving me judgment. Not the number, but the energy. Apotheosis. 37, 73 can be significant. Okay, so it's giving like herbs. Okay, natural healing. It's all resolution. Okay, somebody could be chasing a type of natural healing. Somebody loves it, they enjoy it. So this could be like Dark Night of the Soul. This could be, ascending. Somebody's running towards ascension. Descent in the reverse. So like I said, ascension. Okay, descent in the reverse is ascension. Integration. Okay, it could have been exposed that somebody is not ascended. All right, for somebody. Surrender and reincarnation in the reverse. Somebody surrendered to their calling. Okay, something is being finished from a past life. Or something's being continued from a past life. This reincarnation in the reverse. Penance. Something's been paid, okay, or somebody has paid their karmic debt off. Okay, so yeah, to give chase. Somebody's done paying their karmic debt. The whale. Number 9 can be significant. Number 27, 72, 42, 24. And the truth. responsibility, death. Okay, application. So yeah, somebody's like some of you had a question if somebody is doing their part with something, they are. Okay, that ain't for everybody. Intervention. Yeah, like somebody could be showing up somewhere in someone's city. Confirmation. Yeah, somebody could get a hotel room or something like that and contact the person and let them know that they're in their city. This could even be first contact. Like, you know, y'all first time actually speaking, with words. Yeah, somebody's about to show up in somebody's city. I hate to make it sound all like, movie-ish, like what is that? The Notebook or something. It's giving that type of feel. Like somebody going to get their long lost love, like going to them. Like it feels like some movie shit. It really does. It feels like some movie shit, okay? But I feel like whoever this is on their way towards someone, they're the type to do, the movie shit, right? The thing, you only live once type of thing, right? If I don't take this opportunity now, then I'll never have it again, right? So I'm going to go all out, right? Or I'm going to, something's going to be spontaneous, okay? Somebody's allowing their heart space and their mental space to lead them. So it's not one over the other. Something's balanced, okay? Somebody's being led. They're actively moving in a direction that they're being led in. Okay? So it's not like one energy working against another that's trying to, move forward. No. It's like two energies working in the same direction within one person. Their free will and the energy is pulling them that way. Yeah. Maybe for some of you walked away from something, okay? Maybe because there was no movement or, you just didn't hear anything, crickets, right? Okay, so this could be a surprise to some of you. When somebody shows up, all right? For others of you, this could just be somebody contacting you, okay? But somebody is showing up in somebody's city. They are unannounced. It's an air of romance, okay? Healing. Fresh start. Okay, somebody's completed some type of inner child healing in order to have a fresh start somewhere that they desire to have a fresh start. One more. Courageous heart. All right, balanced possibilities. So somebody's about to jump off the ledge. Somebody had to gain their wings first. Something about somebody gaining their wings first in order for them to be able to, fly, right? Okay. They did that by healing. Not just one thing, many things. Something in their heart space as well. Soul's whisper. Yeah, something that had been calling to them. Okay, seeing it through. Yeah, something that they might have always put off in the past, right? They actually saw it through this time. Okay, or you saw it through this time. Put it where it belongs. I finally got my tarot box. Like a little tarot briefcase. I can put my, make some room. I'll do that later. It's gonna take a little time. All right, Spirit, show me what's up, Capricorn. All right, so butterflies can be significant. You be seeing them, okay? And I don't mean like, excuse me, like in season, because they're not, right? But you can be seeing them, I don't know, on TV. You can be seeing them on posters. You can see it anywhere, on license, anywhere, okay? Ladybugs, lightning bugs, okay, or what they call them down south, fireflies. Be significant. Somebody can be from down south. Somebody can live down south. All right, recent past, Cappy. King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Devil. Good God, Chariot. Somebody tried to betray someone's destroy someone's stability so that they can move forward. Okay, so this is trying to distort. Yeah, somebody distorted. Trying to distort a Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, somebody who has built their own foundation. Okay, alone. All right. A protected foundation. Something that somebody's been doing behind the scenes. Because people can't see something, or they don't see the intricacies of something, or the inner workings of something, right? Okay, they're trying to force their way in. Somebody's also obsessing about getting to you, making it to you. Somebody could have left behind a toxic dynamic. This could be family for someone, trying to keep them chained. Okay. Sibling I'm picking up for somebody. Okay, somebody that's like a sibling, a parent. Leo, Sag, Aries. The Hermit reverse. Okay, this could be this arrogant person, this King of Wands, that doesn't want to take accountability for something. They're trying not to look at something. The Devil. The fact that they made some type of deal, struck some type of deal with Lucifer. Okay, a couple that's tied to Lucifer, that now they are too. Somebody's trying to look away from something, like they're not a part of it, or like they weren't a part of it. The Four of Wands. Somebody's trying to dirty up someone's Four of Wands. Turn it toxic. Confirmation, yeah. Queen of Pentacles. But something's too firm. It's too firm. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. The Sun. Five of Pentacles. Something's too firm to be. This is the chief cornerstone that the builders refused, right? Now the builders are trying to come over and knock down the chief cornerstones, building or what they built. But they cannot, because this is the chief cornerstone. The one that they needed, that they rejected. Yeah, they're trying to, I don't say crawl back. Okay, trying to force their way back. Like, no. Okay, Four of Swords. Okay, you could be resting right now, recovering, recouping from something. All right. It's like you're being ready. You're being prepared for this Four of Wands, or you've been being prepared for this Four of Wands. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius. It's opposite of Virgo. Pisces. The World. Somebody's made a name for themselves. Okay, on the world stage. All right. Ace of Cups. Yeah, somebody wants to love bomb you. They just want to shower you with just love and affection, and just they don't want to talk about what they did to you. What happened behind the scenes. The slander and the gossip and the lies. They don't want to talk about that. No, they don't want to talk about that. King of Pentacles. Something about this person being ashamed, okay, or they didn't have no shame when they were doing what they were doing, okay. They can't help but feel shame now. Something about you healing, because you healed. So all of this energy they tried to put off on you, which is theirs, is now resting with them, and only them. The Reader. Seven of Pentacles. There's a reader here that's thinking on an investment, a romantic investment, okay. or something that they've been building that they love, right? That they put a lot of work into. Okay, this is the King of Pentacles that's focused on this Ace of Cups, this opportunity. Okay, this could be a person who wants this opportunity with you. Okay, somebody's not looking at any other romantic options. Okay. This person could be coming out of hermit mode. The Knight of Wands. It's like one person is just like, Seven of Pentacles, like, sitting there twiddling their fingers, waiting, hoping something grows, hoping something, produces the way that they want it to, or what it is that they want to produce, hoping that it does. And then at the last moment, giving up and just turning around and be like, I guess it's not going to happen. And then boom, somebody like busts through the door. It's like right when a person turns their head and gets ready to leave and walk away, throw their hands up the situation, somebody shows up. Okay, I don't know, this could be a message online. This could be, I would assume that, only one person has another person's contact information. It could be an email. It could be, it doesn't feel like a phone number, but for some of you, it could be, right? The person could have your contact info or publicly posted contact info. Okay, but I don't feel like the other person has any info back on the other person, right? So, unless one person sends a message or communication to another, there's no way that, the communication can be established. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody busted the door with opportunity. The Queen of Wands, Six of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Wands trying to sneak away. Somebody who tried to... Five of Cups. Hierophant. Somebody's wishing that they would have accepted their destiny, accepted their mantle. Okay. Something about someone expecting something to be the way that they expect it to be, right? And because it didn't show up that way, right? It's like somebody expecting the preacher or the pastor or the prophet to be, the stereotype, in the world. You know how all the preachers sound the same, right? Because it's an act. You know what I'm saying? How all the people in the church sound the same because it's an act. It's like a performance, right? Okay, everybody's anointing's different, and that anointing shows up in that person differently, right? So everybody shouldn't be the same. The same. Okay, God made everybody an individual, okay, for a reason. Everybody has their special things about them that if they add it to the rest of the bunch, right, it serves a purpose. It serves a specific purpose, and that's with everybody, right? It's not that one set of people has gifts, spiritual gifts, and another doesn't, right? Okay, some people have spiritual gifts and they use them for dark things, for negative things, right? And then eventually they end up losing them, right? Okay, others, they do what they're supposed to do with their gifts, right? And they just elevate. They just increase more and more. Somebody's wishing that they would have gotten on the train when the train came by. The Eight of Wands, this person could want to talk to you or something like that. Okay. Three of Cups, the Five of Wands. So it's like making a truce. Or somebody wants to wave the white flag. Two of Cups. High Priestess. Okay. Two of Swords. Somebody wants to remind you of the old days. Okay, now, I don't think that you have the same depiction as another person does about the old days. Okay, you got bad memories about the old days, right? And if they're trying to trigger some type of memory you guys shared together or a special moment, you even look at that as a nightmare because it was fake, right? If somebody was faking the funk with you in the past, every memory you have of them is negative, right? Or, it outweighs the positive, right? And if there is any positive, even that was fake. So, it's non-existent, okay? Their memories of you are all great, right? Or mostly, they're mostly great memories, right? They don't, because you didn't actively choose to try to harm them or, ruin their life or expose them for, you know what I'm saying? You're not cut from that type of cloth. You're just not. All right, you like to let time, reveal things, and there's no other way, or there's no better way to be exposed but by the universe, right? Or to have the universe or the Most High or the divine expose something or someone, right? Or bring something to the surface. The hangman. Somebody could want to invite somebody to like a gathering. This could be two people going away together. While a group of people sit over here fighting, okay, because they're stuck in hangman position, being faced to see something. Uh-oh. Ten of Swords. Something about scammers. The Nine of Swords. So whoever this reader is, I mean, if this is you, okay, it's, I don't know, I'm getting the air, like you could have felt sad, disappointed. You see how that slid out like that? Seven of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. You could have thought somebody ghosted you or somebody was just another lesson. Okay. Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Wands. I feel like somebody is seeing or realizing all of the ways that you protected them, or that you were protecting them, or that you were trying to protect them. Somebody realizes this. So whoever this is could have thought that you were against them, right? They could listen to bullshit about you, of course, all right, and went along with the false narrative. Okay, and now it's dawning on them that you were there to protect them. Yeah, because they're noticing something very subtle, right? When you're around, there's protection granted, right? When you are not there, when you pull your energy back, you know what I'm saying? All that goes away. It's nothing but darkness and chaos, right? If that's what a person's living in. Okay? Yet somebody's realizing, oh shit, they were sent to help. Oh shit. Okay, now they're reminiscing, or they are hoping for something, to come together in the future, whoever this is. Could be a fire sign, could be an air sign, could be Taurus and Aries. Somebody's being haunted. Like a literal physical haunting. Okay, somebody's vessel could be haunted. Somebody be coming home from the military. It's a surprise. Okay, somebody's gonna surprise somebody coming home from the military. Okay. Like one of those videos you see on the internet, right? Those shorts or whatever, where the person shows up out of nowhere, and they're back home, and the family doesn't know that they're gonna show up, and then they show up. The excitement, the happiness, the emotions exchanged. Judgment. Somebody who is under judgment, or some people who are under judgment, are watching you, okay, are following you around. I mean, what's new? Okay. They're in the Nine of Swords about destiny or divine timing. The Ace of Wands, okay, because I feel like somebody's passion is too much, their drive is too much, okay, their determination is too much to allow people to stand in their way. Temperance, okay, somebody's healed enough, somebody's protective, very protective over an earth angel. Star seed, whatever you go by. Protective, Seven of Wands. Protective of their destiny. Somebody could be moving in silence. Somebody else is in distress because somebody's moving in silence and they don't know what somebody's doing. This could be a family member, like I said, a brother, a sister, a parent. Somebody could have to, to keep somebody out of their business, okay, they may have to embellish a little bit, right? Or, say they're going one way when they're really going another, right? Because it's nobody's business to begin with. So you know. In that sense, yes, you should embellish or lead a person in the opposite direction, right? Okay, so that they cannot affect what it is that you're doing. So somebody's being very investigative. I don't know, a sibling or something. Like they really got their nose somewhere that they ain't got no business having their nose. Okay, so a sibling trying to control another sibling. Be brothers, cousins, sisters. Six of Swords. Yeah, somebody's concealing how they're moving, which is smart. Okay, the Emperor. This is your Emperor. This is you. Half crazy. Music soul child. Okay, let's look at the next. The current moving in. The current moving in. Something about a current coming inland. This could be a flood. So it's like divine beings are being moved around, and when they're moved from a certain spot, some type of judgment falls. Okay, it could show up as a tornado, it could show up as a freaking like mudslide, a avalanche, a tsunami, however. That's what I mean, right? That's why we're scattered at four corners of the earth, right? Sprinkle like seasoning, like salt, because we're the salt of the earth. That's how God did. He sprinkled us across the globe, okay? For a greater purpose at the set time, which is now. A salt that has not lost its savor. All right. Let's see what's up with the love deck. Love lessons, lingering X. Okay, so somebody could have stayed behind. Okay, now it could be for anybody. Please don't take something if it ain't yours. All right, it is so easy. Even if you think that your mind is a steel trap, it is so easy. Okay, for doubt or for any type of lowly energy or emotion to creep in. Right, even if you know something to be true. Right, that's why you gotta watch what you watch, what you listen to. Right, what you ingest. Okay, because enough of it, it will overtake you, whether you want it to or not. Okay, so just be careful what you're intaking. Okay, and putting out. What's this? What's the verse? It's not what goes into a man that defiles him, but what comes out of that man or woman. All right, let's see. Capricorn. Emotional safety. Okay, so somebody feels like their heart is safe with another person. Okay, undefined. The single life. Okay, this is something that could have. It hasn't been defined yet. All right, or communication, physical communication hasn't been had yet. Okay, the same page looks like it's about to. Okay, happily ever after looks like it's about to. Okay, somebody could be very sentimental over you. They're having a lot of epiphanies about you, okay, about the connection, the dynamic, ulterior motives, okay. Somebody's sentimental about a time when they were able to get over on you, for whoever that is, who just came in. Same mistake. Yeah, this is somebody who repeats the same mistakes over and over and over again. Bad timing. Playing games, yeah. So distinctively two different sets of energy. Let's look at these mystics. Make me a believer, imagine dragons. Okay, black magic. Mariah Carey, we belong together. Okay, somebody be from Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, an agent of chaos. It gives me the Matrix. The agents. What is his name? Agent Smith. Yeah. Somebody from Jackson, Mississippi, okay, or Mississippi, period. This could be somebody that you used to deal with, okay. This could be somebody. I'm getting some people even were flown out from where they live to try to take take you on. Like I'm getting somebody flying people out. Oh yeah, I can get the job done. I can do it. Yeah. Send me. And then they're sent in there, and then if they're broken apart. They're pieced and picked apart by you. Got distinction in the reverse. Applause on the back. Hold on. A difference or contrast between similar things or people. Okay, so a distinction's clear. Okay, who's who, what's what. When something happened, the time of something. Okay, even the season. Please come back. Okay, somebody doesn't want to be stubborn anymore. July. Okay, somebody could be Leo. Gemini. Something about July 4th. Okay. You'd be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. Going on vacation. Okay. So some of you guys, somebody could, oh wow. Okay, so this is actual vacation for somebody, but for somebody else, this is an itinerary. Okay, this could be even somebody's looking at like flight schedule. Okay, departures, arrivals, delays. Somebody could be catching a flight somewhere. You've got trader. So somebody betrayed you in July. Okay, could be a Leo, could be a Gemini. Okay, we've got the Bayou in the reverse, down south. April. April showers. April fools. So a fool, a set of fools, a group of fools, a community, an organization of fools. Okay, thought that they could rain down hell fire upon you. It's giving fire and brimstone. The tribe of Judah. Some of you guys can be from my tribe. Okay, what's up, soul tribe? Moon magic reversed. Okay, backfire. To an Aquarius, 11th house. Okay. Skin fade. Okay. Curly hair. Somebody have curly hair. Money magnet. Either you or them. Okay. Somebody sees you as a money magnet. Okay. Somebody's trying to stay in your orbit. Within your orbit, a Scorpio. A karmic as Scorpio. Oakland, California could be significant. Okay. Fallen angels. Jagged edge. What's it like to be in love? So Louisiana. Okay. Somebody could be from Louisiana. Scorpios could have been traveling around. Okay. Paying for things to be done to you. Taking old clothing or old things that used to be yours or things that you've even given them. Like this is the type of person that'll try to squeeze every drop out of your essence, right? Okay, could be, I had an ex that I let them wear an outfit I had one time, and this motherfucker would not take the outfit off. Like they would not take off the outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody just wears something and just adopts it as theirs. I'm like, motherfucker, don't you have the common decency? You know that's mine, right? You know that's mine, right? Like, why? Yeah, this is the type of person. Somebody right in front of someone's face could have been trying to become you, right? Or become them. It's like somebody trying to become you right in front of your face. Again with Asmodeus, okay? Every time I hear him, I mean, he's spirit of lust, right? Perversion. So somebody has a spirit of lust, spirit of perversion. I'm still stuck on somebody gonna show up in your city. The Hermit, the Three of Pentacles. Somebody that understands or, has come to the conclusion that you are who they're meant to be working with. Okay, meant to come together with. It's like a confirmation of confirmations to somebody. Okay. Somebody could have had doubts before, or things that were maybe standing in their way. Okay. Somebody sees something or someone as a block, okay, or as let's give them cop block. Give them cop block, okay. So that's why somebody could be moving in secret, okay. Somebody had to learn this lesson to stop telling people, their plans or what it is they want to do, because people will talk them out of it or try to deter them, all right, or to deter you. All right, spirits in the current energy for Cappy. Three of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords reverse. Okay. Somebody feels like you and them have been through similar things. Okay. Not the same things. The Four of Cups. Yeah, so there's somebody in the background. I don't know who this is. It's energy coming from, somewhere. All right. This person is unsatisfied with some type of collaboration that they are a part of. Ten of Pentacles could be for money, for finances. An institution they could belong to. Strength, sideways. Five of Wands reverse. Somebody cannot keep up something or hold up some type of charade, or somebody trying to hold on to somebody's finances, somebody's ability to create wealth. Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The Eight of Cups. Is that song by Lloyd? This is me, so please respect me for who I am. Please respect me for what I do. Yeah, that's what somebody on. Because there's no me without you. That's all I want to be is true. Five of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody who tried to explain to the family, look, I love y'all and everything, and you know, I hear your opinions, but ultimately, I'm my own person. Yeah, it's like Lloyd is saying, when he separated from Murder Inc. and the whole thing, right? We know, right? He wasn't the type that he wasn't going to, there's plenty of artists like that, right? That after they make it to one point, the industry tries to get them to sell out, right? And the ones that don't take the sellout, right? They get blacklisted or, become a one-hit wonder, or, nobody hears from them again. So somebody could be threatening someone. If you do this, or if you go there, if you make this decision, then so and so and so, then I'm gonna take you out of the will. Then so and so, and somebody's like, so be it. So be it. For you to even say that to me, you know what I'm saying? That lets me know something about you. So I don't want to be in your fucking will. I don't want to be in your trust or whatever it is. Somebody is seeing somebody's true colors. This could even be a parent for somebody. Like for you to think that you can bribe me, right? You know what I'm saying? Or you're not going to inherit this if you don't make the decision I want you to make. Well, respectfully, screw you. That's somebody's energy. Respectfully, screw you. If that's how you feel about it, I feel how I feel, you feel how you feel. And hey, we're going to agree to disagree. Nine of Swords. Somebody wasn't expecting somebody to respond that way. They weren't expecting them to respond that way. They expected them to bend to their will. So they didn't plan, past that. That's how somebody, arrogant somebody. Somebody felt like they could control someone's life, their destiny, where they went, where they didn't go, who they, lay down with, who they didn't lay down with. Like somebody, ooh. This could be somebody's dad for someone. Like somebody's dad acts as though, like, I don't know, this could be a father and their son who's an adult. Like somebody's not a baby. Like, and somebody's not you. Whoever I'm talking to, somebody's father watches me. Your son is not you. Okay, I don't know what bravado you've built up to be you, right? Or to present as you. That's your, business. It's not your son or your daughter's responsibility to follow in your footsteps because either they're a man or they're a woman, or because, they're your child. You came here to live out your destiny, and so did your children. Your children are not here to live how you want them to live. And then you feel some type of way about it. Yeah, they're not your slaves. They're not your slaves, okay? They're not your significant other. They're not none of that. There's boundaries that need to be in place. And somebody weigh the hell over their boundaries. Okay, that could be why a relationship's ending. An emperor is ending a relationship with a parent, a sibling, could be multiple, an ex-friend. Somebody cannot defend their behavior. Okay, like somebody cannot unsee what they've seen. This emperor cannot unsee what they've seen. It's disappointing to them, yes, right? That it has to be this way, but they refuse. You know what I'm saying? To be ruled by another grown-ass man or woman, right? Okay, take the father and the mother out of it. It's two grown adults. It's like another grown-ass woman telling another grown-ass woman what they should be doing, or what they should wear, what they shouldn't wear, how they should show up, how they shouldn't show up. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, somebody's lit up with passion in a certain direction, and that's the direction that they're going in. The Ace of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. It's the direction they're supposed to be going in. Okay, so if you're questioning if you're going the right direction, yes, you are, Emperor. You absolutely are. You are moving according to exactly what you're supposed to. Okay, don't allow somebody try to make you feel bad, try to, stir your emotions or use your emotions against you. I'm your dad, I'm your mom, and you're a sibling. Okay, well, yeah, you are by title. But what the Lord say? Who is my mother or my brother? But those who serve my Father. Who? So the title doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's your mother or your father or your sibling or your cousin. If they're not going in the direction you're going in, okay, elevating, okay, then, a title doesn't mean anything. People like to hold people by titles. They use that as a weapon. That's where titles came from in the first place. It's to put a certain person or group of people in this, like a playpen, like a pen with sheep in it. Right, this is this type of people, or this is gay people, or this is straight people, or this is black people, this is Latino. You know what I'm saying? Labels to separate. So then everybody will be worried about a label or what something looks like, or superficial shit. Superficial shit. Three of Swords, the High Priestess. Okay, somebody is heartbroken because someone knows something that has been kept hidden. Five of Swords. Temperance, Queen of Cups in reverse, the Tower. Put me on your screensaver. I'm gonna be in my space and tough. favorite, that's what I wanna be. Good, bad, love, ain't good. So somebody's been healing in secret. Somebody hasn't been showing their emotions. Okay, so somebody is it's like a spy or a ninja, right? You don't see emotions in a ninja, right? Top secret spy, right? It's like they've been trained not to be in their feelings, right? Not to allow their feelings to make them move impulsively, right? Recklessly. They've been taught this, okay? And so has somebody else, all right? Or this is you. You've been taught that. Okay, there be a mother figure out here that's wanting to heal something with. If this is your mother, or someone's mother wants to heal something with somebody, but you know they're still on that weird shit, that Five of Swords. It's like they want to steal your healing. They want to steal your growth, steal your forward movement. Cancer, okay, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Boy, get that man a Lifetime Achievement Award, man. That boy is the hardest working person I've been seen in a long ass time. Chris Brown. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like I need to say that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. The Knight of Swords. That's why. Okay, so I don't know. You might watch my channel, Mr. Mr. Chris Brown. Okay, something about the industry trying to force something. Okay, specifically for who I just said. Okay, or if you watch me, or you'll see it later. Yeah, this is what you already know. Okay, it's like someone's success not being able to be controlled. You know, a cap put on it, right? So it could be the industry could be attacking. You know what I'm saying? You know, Chris Brown. Okay, the Moon. Mm-hmm. The Knight of Wands. Pisces. Somebody. Somebody could be checking or spazzing out on a third party. Like confirmation. Somebody's finding out the truth about a third party or third parties, and they're tripping out. They're getting things off their chest. They're saying what they okay. So another part of somebody, another side of somebody's being seen. Okay, that people haven't seen before. You know, when people assume or they expect you to, or even try to force you into a decision, a response. You know what I'm saying? A reaction. You know, and they don't get the one that they expect. You know, it discombobulates them. You know, it's like a computer glitch, like error, error. You know, they don't know what to do. Okay, so yeah, it's like a meltdown for a group of people. The Four of Wands reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So it's bad news for somebody that a High Priestess is receiving something. Opportunity, okay. It looks like opportunity upon opportunity. The Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. It's giving me multiple Ace of Pentacles opportunities. Like each one of these Six of Pentacles is an ace. With this Ace of Pentacles, each one of these is an ace, right? Or whatever is given is an ace. That's how much somebody's energy and somebody's power has increased. There's a household upside down, okay, on its head. It could be a home that's being repossessed, or somebody could be having to get the hell out of somewhere. Somewhere that they are used to running back to, or, you know, hiding at. Okay, somebody's losing that covering. a King of Pentacles, okay, or someone opposite of King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles could be the one taking this away from someone, or this comfortability away from people. Feels like somebody, it feels like family benefited off of someone. Somebody's like that one in their family, right? You know, the black sheep. The Three of Wands. Yeah, this Emperor is focused on someone at a distance, someone they're traveling to. All right, or they're traveling towards you. The Hierophant in the reverse, the Page of Swords. Somebody's breaking the mold, or they're breaking some type of tradition or some type of learnt belief system. Okay, that is false. You know, at least for them, it is. You know, pertaining to their journey, it's false. Okay, the King of Wands. Okay, this could be somebody that you left behind. This King of Wands here, touching this Two of Pentacles, or excuse me, this Two of Cups in reverse. The Four of Wands reverse. Yeah, this person is the Hangman reverse. This person's looking to try and basically make you feel or go through what they're feeling or going through. Because you left their ass, Three of Cups, and you seem to be doing just fine. Okay, you got a new lease on life, or a new something about seeing things at a slightly in a slightly different angle. It's like turning your head sideways, right? And seeing like something different. It's kind of like abstract art. You know what I'm saying? It looks one way, you know, straight up and down, right? And then if you turn your head sideways, it looks a different way, right? You know, if you stand upside down on, you know, do a handstand and look at it, it looks a different way. You get what I'm saying? It's like abstract art. The Knight of Cups. Seven of Wands reverse. Some of you have been watching movies, okay, or you've seen a scene, or got a confirmation of something that you've seen on TV, or you've watched, or you've seen before is being acted out in your life. Like something is mirroring your life. Okay, like I was watching a movie, one of my favorite movies. I can't remember the fine ass dude that plays in that movie, but the movie's called Moonlight. If y'all seen it before, right? Okay, it's about these two little boys that grew up together. You know what I'm saying? And something about peer pressure and, you know, hiding who you truly are, right? If you've seen that movie, it's a good movie, right? If you see that movie, or if you've seen that movie, okay, or not even specifically that one, right? There's other movies. There's a movie, okay, that you're going to see, or a scene from something that you're watching that you're going to see, that you're going to realize that that's mirroring your life. Like something is occurring. You're going to get the answer to something, okay, by something that you're viewing. The Chariot reverse. Six of Swords. Somebody could be getting their car worked on. Okay, somebody could, I don't know, put their car in the shop and get a rental car. You another one? I'm just Knight of Cups, Four of Wands reverse, please. Five of Wands reverse. Okay. The Nine of Wands reverse, Queen of Swords. So something about somebody taking a page out of somebody else's book. Okay, or two people being on the same page. Okay, teaching each other something. Okay, multiple things, right? So you and somebody are gonna learn from each other a lot. Okay, a lot. This King of Wands wants you to feel like, you know, everything's great over there where they're at, whether it's a man or woman. They want you to feel like, you know, they want you to want to be where they are. They want you to want to be a part of the little clique or group. They want you to want them, and you do not. You do not. Okay, they want you to think that there's no problems over here, that there's no qualms, you know what I'm saying? Everything's cool, it's copacetic. It's not. It's none of those things that I just said. None of them. It's like somebody trying to lure you in, but you're not interested in this person. So the luring, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. The Two of Pentacles, yeah, yeah. You're not juggling, the idea or the thought of this person or returning to this person or anything like that. Okay, you moved on. Somebody's just hoping that you show up in some type of romantic energy, like, oh, I can't take it anymore. I give in. I'm tired of fighting how I feel for you. No, that's not it. Burst your bubble, King of Wands. That's not it. Okay, somebody be lighter skinned. Somebody just does not know how to take it. Like no is a complete sentence. No period. It's a complete sentence. Ain't no rebuttal. Ain't no conversation after that. Somebody says no, it's a no. Oh, you really mean yes? No, I said no. My no was a no and my yes is a yes. It's not anything outside of that. There's no innuendo or encrypted message or parable, that you need to decode. No means no. Under all circumstances, at any time, no means no. Okay, unless you speak in code for something, you and somebody got some, in a dire connection and you give each other that look. You both know what that look means. If it's that type of situation, then okay, right? But yeah, rarely, rarely is it. The Hermit. Yeah, I don't know who. Somebody's a mechanic. They could be a mechanic. Seven of Cups reverse the Tower. Somebody's gonna mess with somebody's car so that they cannot travel, so they cannot go somewhere. Okay, so somebody's getting a rental. Easy solve. Somebody could actually put like a candy bar or something in somebody's gas tank or some sugar or something like that, something to fuck up their engine. Ooh, somebody's I would whoop their ass, boy. I would. Whoever, what? Might put some shit in my gas tank and my engine. Oh my goodness. The Hierophant sideways. There's a false institution being investigated, okay, or an investigation is moving forward. Queen of Wands. The Nine of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's giving in or giving up. This could be somebody giving up information. King of Swords reverse. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Justice. Ace of Swords. So your person could be a King of Pentacles, or this is you, okay? Whether they're an earth sign or not, okay? They're in this energy. Somebody's very stable. Somebody is very much about justice, uprightness, fairness, okay? This person is single-handedly established, well established. This person doesn't live frivolously. Somebody can be slow. I ain't even trying to be funny. Like, somebody can be slow. This is like somebody running around oh, come get me, come hide me. Come find me, come, hide and go seek, right? But, the whole time you're not even playing or you're not even there or something like that. Or somebody's a little slow. Whoever this is, I don't know. Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius. Hold on right quick. It's King of Swords. Eight of Swords, sideways. Somebody trying to stay out of jail, okay, or get out of some type of situation, or a mental entrapment. Queen of Cups reverse. Could be somebody who's connected to a mother figure. Your mother or someone's mother is significant. And I say that, lightly, okay. This is a mother by title, but, not a mother by deed, action. So just birth giver, basically. Okay. Seven of Cups reverse. Some type of confusion's been cleared up, or all the confusion's been cleared up about this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Who they are, how they really operate, the Fool, what they do behind the scenes. The Fool, the Six of Wands reverse. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, this could be the slow person. Somebody got some type of mental disabilities. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of somebody being really just nailed to the cross. Really, is what I'm saying. Yeah, this is somebody who tried to nail you to a so to speak, to a cross, right? Nail you to be a or not an aspect, to be a something that people can come by and point at and look at and laugh and scoff and mock. Okay, somebody can be a banger, somebody can gang bang or something like that, or this could be a grown ass person that still walk around talking about cuz and blood and folk and crip and this, like somebody's mama is, damn, reminds me of that show. What's her name? Teresa, the actress, where she has all these different personalities, right? And they all share her vessel, so she can't control it. All these different, she has like 7 or 8 different personalities. Sometimes more pop up, new ones pop up. I cannot remember that show, but it's a good ass show. But yeah, it's like that. Like you never know what you're gonna get with somebody. You never know what you're gonna get. Okay. And you could have grew up in that. You could have grew up in that. U.S. of Tara. That is that. Thank you. Who is that? Al Limitless. Hey, Limitless. Appreciate you. Yeah. Go watch that. If you have not seen the United States of Tara, go watch that show. Go watch that show. But I got some good ass shows coming out. Like I don't know what the the uptick is, but I ain't complaining about it. Damn, there's another show called it's kind of like Supernatural. The show Supernatural, but it's on the All Black channel. It's a All Black app. You just have to watch it. It's called Superstition. It was teaching me about the seals of Solomon, right? And I had located them, last night, and I've been learning about them, right? Solomon had these rings, right? Or these seals, okay? And a lot of them were made, into a ring, right? Because Solomon had control over, the demons, right? So King Solomon had all of these seals made, right? Okay, so I was learning that last night. You know what I'm saying, right? So the seals of King Solomon could be significant to some of you, right? There's quite a few of them, right? For protection, for opening doors, right? For defense in battle. You know what I'm saying? Like there's all types of seals. Okay. The Fool, the Ten of Pentacles, something about stepping back into your heritage, stepping back into time. I want to say, bringing the past life into the current, right? Some of you guys can be finding out another aspect of who you are, or who you have been in the past life. Yeah, but the seals of Solomon, look it up. Okay, learn them. I'm about to have me a whole bunch of shit made with those exact seals on them. Let me see. Hold on, because I want to read a couple of them to y'all. So. All right, so I'll just read the basic ones. I'll show them to you. You see those? Seals, okay. So the basic one that we know, right? It was the seal of Solomon, which would be the people call the Star of David, right? But it's the seal of Solomon, a seal. It says basic seal of Solomon. The next one says the Josh. Can't say that word. Josh's seal of Solomon, secret seal, key. So this one acts as a key, right? It's like a key to open any door. Right? A key to open any door, right? Spiritually. The next one says evil eye protection seal. Right? Evil eye protection seal. You got prosperity seal of Solomon right there. Okay. You got love seal of Solomon. You got the harmony seal of Solomon, success seal, livelihood seal, achievement seal, manifest love seal. grant wishes seal. Okay, now that's just a few of them. There's a lot more. Okay. So stepping into new realms of wisdom, knowledge, okay, learning. Yeah, sigils too. Yeah, I got some right here. I got archangel sigils over here. Sigils too. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, Spirit. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Hold on. I don't know. Somebody about to have you singing in the falsetto, I guess. Maybe y'all ain't been sexually intimate in a while. Yeah. I don't know. Some of y'all about to get, yeah, y'all about to get, you know, some of y'all about to get piped down, okay? Or some of y'all about to get, gripped up in the, you know what I'm saying. Damn it. We grown. You know what I'm saying. Okay. So, some of y'all could have been, desiring a sexual encounter. Okay. Of course, not with just anyone, right? But, yeah. But some of y'all, you just, you need a release. It gives me Jean Grey. Remember when she, turned into the phoenix and then she went up, she lifted up in the sky and then she did this like boom, this little, she like released this energy, this pent up energy, and it like destroyed everything in its way, right? It's kind of like that, right? But sexual energy, and not meant to destroy, right? But to be experienced. For some of you, somebody could be showing up for Christmas. For a specific person, 10 of Cups. Or at least contacting you on Christmas. Something about the holiday. Near future, 8 of Cups. Somebody's leaving a place that was once emotionally safe to them, right? When they were unaware. 7 of Wands reversed, the 2 of Wands upright. It's giving like ignorance is bliss type thing. Six of Wands. I'm telling you, somebody's getting on a plane or something. I'm hearing the plane outside. A Mac flight can be significant. We did talk about somebody coming home from the military. A Mac flight, one of those, military planes, the big ones, that they transport, you transport cars on there, whatever. Somebody keeps seeing different faces. It's something about changing faces. I don't know. That's a music group from back in the day. That can be significant, okay? But something about your face is changing, right? But these are not masks that you're wearing, right? These are different sides of you. It's reminding me of the angel with the 4 faces, right? You can. It's like a chameleon. You can adapt to any type of environment. You in any type of environment you can adapt to, right? Doesn't matter what it is. Okay, and somebody is seeing that, so maybe somebody could have been looking at that as something else in the past, right? They didn't have the interpretation for it or the understanding for it. Now they're seeing that, this is truly you and not whatever they thought was you. Yeah, a main thing that a lot of people can be learning is that, had they communicated something, right, or had they asked you about something they heard, right, it could have stopped everything that happened that occurred here, right? Just the areas that there were no communication in, right? And people just went with something that they were told, the first time, right? But anything that you said was just, you're the devil. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't need to listen to you because so and so said you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like not doing their own research, not asking questions themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just believing something about a person, right? Latching on to it and refusing to let go of that belief. My question is, how do you believe in something so damn strongly when you don't even have the evidence to support the belief? You just go along to get along. And I don't mean, evidence of the belief like you need to prove anything. No, right? But what is that belief doing for? Like, what is it doing? It's, because belief is alive. It's a thing, right? Working, breathing, functioning energy. That's why belief makes things happen, right? And coupled belief, oh, definitely, absolutely. Okay, the Tower of Babel, whatever, however. Okay, well, I'm leaning towards more Babel since he confused the languages and scattered people to the four corners of the earth, right? But the point being, all of these people had one same mindset. They thought the same, right? So, people thinking the same, coming together to complete something or to do something, they're going to be able to do it more times than not, right? It was building a tower up into heaven to try to, get into God's throne room. Kick him off of his throne. God had to come down here and, hey, break it up. Break this shit up down here. You know what I'm saying? Break this shit up. That shows you how powerful belief is. Belief, okay, and partnered or coupled belief. Oh man, it's unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless you're trying to build a tower into heaven. You know what I'm saying? Forcefully force your way up there. So it's giving taking a shortcut too. It's giving taking shortcuts. Trey Songz, heart attack. Somebody could have a heart attack, could have had a heart attack. Any sort, somebody's been trying to send the energy of heart attack towards you. Yeah, I got that energy of a stroke the other day too. Somebody tried to send that out to someone to make them have a stroke. Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor. Somebody left somebody drowning in their mistakes, drowning in their bad decisions. Okay, somebody's like cut the cord with someone. This really feels like a sibling or a friend somebody grew up with or a parent. Somebody like cutting the cord. Somebody's not taking anything anymore. Somebody is not responsible for someone. Somebody's focused on someone doing some type of job. Somebody who's focused on, or somebody who is about the details in something. Okay, this Emperor's watching this person. Somebody who's building something at a distance that they're headed towards the full confirmation. Double confirmation. 222 can be significant. You be saying that a lot. The Magician. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries. Six of Wands. So, you and somebody's energy is working together to manifest a victory. Okay, in this situation, death. Yeah, something transforming. Death, temperance. Somebody's like graduated in their spiritual form. Like, I don't know, somebody's spiritual form has changed. It's like going from the temperance, how it looks on the card, right? The angel, right? And then making it to a certain level. Now you got there's armor, there's a helmet that shows up on the angel, right? There's this breastplate, there's these shoulder guards, and this armor that goes across your arms, right? And it's gold or it's silver and it's shiny and it's just indestructible, right? Okay, that would be the armor. Somebody can't block somebody's success. They can't block somebody from being seen, being heard, being viewed. Can't stop somebody's manifestation. Okay. They sure stop their own though. King of Cups. Three of Cups. I'm hearing Dondria. I feel it all over my body. I think about you when I sleep. You're the one for me. You're the one for me. Yeah, I don't know if this is a. You know how when you hear your favorite song, right, and they got a music video to it, or in your head you're acting like you're the one in the video, like it's your song, and you're doing, everybody's done that before, right? It's like envisioning yourself in that place, right? I don't know. Somebody's having like a whole visual in there in the 5D. Like something is, I don't know how do I. It's like the realization or the actualization of a fairy tale, right? Coming to life. And I ain't trying to church it up or nothing, right? No, it's like a fairy tale come to life. It's like somebody, why should a person not have to, or why should a person not get to live a dream come true or a fairy tale? You know what I'm saying? And I mean like the happily ever after kind, right? Yeah, why? Why can't anybody have that? Okay. Somebody has that. Or two people are, this is their story. Or these groups of people, okay, divine beings, it might not happen exactly as you think it should, right? Or as you thought it would, but it's happening regardless. It's happening. Okay, God wants you to experience this in the way that He's bringing it to you. People tell you, "Oh, that's just a fairy tale," or "That's just it." No. God said it's what it is. It is what it is. Okay, if that's what you've been envisioning in your mind since a child, that's exactly what's going to happen for you. If you're putting forth the footwork, you know what I'm saying? Faith without works is dead. If you're putting forth the footwork for this thing to happen, anything you put your hands to is going to prosper. If you're supposed to be doing it, it's going to prosper. There is no failure, right? Even though you might fail, and I'm using the word lightly, okay? You might bump your head, let's say that, right? You might bump your head a couple times, right? Run into a couple issues, but they're learning experiences. They're not to destroy what you're building, or they're not to distort your situation any type of way. They're meant for you to learn, right? So that you can continue building on whatever it is that you've been building, right? But do it in a way that is foolproof, right? Failure is just another ladder to success. It's not a you're counted out. Oh, you failed at this, so you'll never be able to do, like, no, you're gonna fail at things. You're going to fail at things, and a lot, right? In order for you to get to the success, you have to fail, right? What the world will call failing, I don't call it failing. You're not failing. It's all a part of what you're supposed to go through, right? Even though the route might have been changed several different times. The Page of Wands, some type of good news. Okay, a celebration coming in. You're manifesting this to come in. The Empress, yeah. It's like somebody being paraded around by a crowd of people. Like, they put somebody on their shoulders and they're cheering the person on, or they're thankful for the person. The world, yeah. This is the world lifting you up. High and lifted up. The Reader. Emperor, Eight of Pentacles, the Reader, the Empress. So Empress, you could be in your Emperor energy, okay, or vice versa. But the Empress, Eight of Pentacles, the Reader, the Emperor, the Magician. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, the Tower, the Hermit. Yeah, there's a tower that some people cannot stop. Okay, some people who collaborated to cause confusion. They can't stop whatever this tower is. Yeah, it's different on both sides. It's negative for them, and it's positive for you and someone else. What else? Seven of Cups. The Sun sideways. Three of Pentacles. Somebody or some people hate how you have a sunny disposition, or you see the silver lining in things, right? Or you don't allow confusion in the moment to deter you permanently. Yeah, there's people that hate that, and there's this Emperor that loves that. Like, you know that commercial that says, built for tough. You know the Ford commercial. Yeah, somebody sees that you're built a certain way. Yeah, just like them. It's how they notice it, because you carry the same qualities and the same aspects of this person. Each other. Six of Swords reverse, the Nine of Cups reverse. Five of Wands. It's a group of people fighting. They cannot move forward. They don't have any forward movement. They haven't overcome anything. Okay, they're emotionally discontent. King of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Could be a King of Swords that juggled you. That's a part of this group of idiots. Death. They try to stop your forward movement, or they try to slow you down, or stop you completely. Because they fucked up. Because they did you dirty and you found out about it. For some of you, could have been before they ever got the chance to do you dirty. Somebody's yellow belly. Somebody's a coward. The Tower. Scorpio, heavy. Scorpio, Page of Swords. Heavy transformative energy. Okay. All right, let's wrap it up. I think it could be windy, okay, or it could be windy somewhere. Ace of Wands upright, King of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody trying to do a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, trying to do sex magic, okay, to obtain something. Ugh, this person just watches you and like wax off all day. Like, somebody could be a meth addict. Closeted meth addict. Like, it's sex. Like, again with the Asmodeus. Careful, this person trying to step to you. Okay, whoever this is, you feel sick in there. Like, when they're in the vicinity, or if there's energy is coming towards you, you can feel it. Like, it makes you feel nauseous. It makes you feel sick. Seven of Wands, yeah, and it puts you on a defense, right? It's like a warning system. Spidey senses, tingling. The Hermit. Trying to block your passions, okay? Trying to block your creativity. Because this motherfucker buried their gifts. They want to steal yours, but they buried theirs. Get the fuck out of here. Ace of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. Five of Swords, Nine of Wands. And what a coward. Eight of Wands, King of Wands. Like, if you're that, be that. This hiding behind the scenes shit. This I'm big and bad behind your back because I know that you're not, you're not in front of my face. So, I'm really scared of you, but, I'm going to act confirmation. I'm going to act double confirmation. I'm going to act like I'm big and I'm bad. I'm going to act like I'm the shit, and I'm going to act like this and this and that. When, your actions are proving who you are. Yeah, they absolutely are. They're proving who you are. Okay? Your cowardice. Your inability to let things go, let people go. People are not a possession to you. Yeah, this is the badass little kid who sits on they'll take a magnifying glass and burn the damn anthill down. You know what I'm saying? And be excited about it. This is somebody who would have maybe been abusive to animals. Okay, got a kick out of being abusive to animals, or things that they deem defenseless against them, or when it comes to them. Somebody's disgusting. Somebody's disgusting. This fucking Taurus, whoever this is. Taurus in the reverse, or Earth sign in the reverse, or somebody in that energy in the reverse. Somebody could be a gold digger. Obsessed with money. Money could be somebody's god, okay? Eight of Pentacles. The Devil reverse. Yeah. somebody cannot control something, they cannot take control of something, okay, because they didn't build it. It's not theirs. They have no involvement in it. Okay, Lucifer has no stake or no claim to what it is that you built, what you and the Most High have built. Yeah, Lucifer wasn't a part of that, but for keeping you in your lane, basically. The devil is used to make sure that you're going in the right direction, right, and to let you know when you're not. Okay, that's his job. The fool. Wealth transfer can be significant, okay, or the enemy has to give something back to you. The Two of Swords. Okay, you may be shocked. Somebody may be sent towards you. This could be a nephew, a niece, the son in the reverse. This could be a child of yours that you don't talk to. Yeah, be careful of them. The Hermit reverse. Two of Wands. They got something up their sleeve. Queen of Swords. Okay, the Chariot. Yeah, you see it. You know it. Especially if this is your child. You know your child. Okay. Some of you know their mother or their father. Ten of Swords reverse. Gemini. A Gemini is being exposed or has been exposed. Four of Cups. Cancer. Queen of Cups. Cancer. The Eight of Wands. Princess of Cups. Knight of Wands. Justice. Four of Pentacles. Okay, give me a sec. Somebody wants you to sing in their microphone. They want you to, test it. This thing on, There's an Aries, or this could be a Virgo too. Somebody doesn't know where to go, what to do, what direction to go in. Somebody feels like, they need to tell you some type of toxic karmic energy that we're in. They need to tell you something, maybe that they did in this energy towards you. Okay, I'm feeling some gas. Somebody smoking some gas. Yeah, so whoever was involved in doing something to you, taking something from you, right? Wronging you, right? Until they make it right with you, okay? Face you, because they must face you. Until they face you, they will be in the situation that they're in. Situations that they're in, and they will keep getting worse. Okay? Now, them facing you does not take away, you know what I'm saying, what's justly due to them, right? Which would be the shit that they sent out. Okay? But, okay, it will change something for them. As long as they continue, the momentum in that direction. It's not just do one thing that you're supposed to do or that you've been supposed to do and then everything, is copacetic. No. You got work to do. It's consistency. Yeah, there's an egg hatching or something. I don't know, somebody have a farm. I don't know, there's an egg hatching, okay? Figuratively or literally. Somebody's womb could be healed. Okay, somebody could be able to bear children. Or somebody's going to be able to bear children. Okay. Somebody could have felt left out of motherhood. Like somebody felt less of a woman because they couldn't have a child. Okay, and I'll let you know that that is not true. Okay, you are not less of a woman because you cannot have a child, or less of a man because someone can't get pregnant, or right. That is not determine if you are a man or a woman. Okay, biologically, it does, but that's it. But somebody's womb's being opened. Yeah, you might get your first pregnancy might be with two doubles. Could even be four. That came out in a reading a couple of days ago. Somebody trying to get a younger person to speak for them in a court situation is not going to turn out the way that they wanted to. It's not. Somebody's trying to coach someone, or it's like trying to coach a child to say that this happened when it never did. All right, but yeah, that's not gonna produce anything. Karma. It's coming out of that, and quickly, like quickly. It's quick karma. It's not like do something now and you get karma for it years later. No, this is quick. Something's like it. It could be the moment somebody thinks about doing something, they get smacked in the smacked in the head. All right, but I'm gonna leave it there. I gotta go. Capricorn, this should read. Okay. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some info that you needed. Okay. If not, then just for entertainment purposes. If you want to donate to the channel, book personal info below the video at the bottom description section. Stay up on your spiritual hygiene. I just got my order today. You hear me? You hear me? Y'all better go. Y'all better re-up. Okay. Y'all better re-up. Y'all better re-up. Okay. Protect yourself always. All right. Your kids. Right. I don't care if they're toddlers or if they're grown adults. Pray. Okay. Your prayer is different than the average person's prayer. Right. Not to say one's better than the other, but your relationship is though. Your relationship is. Right. When you call God, it stops everything else to listen to you. Okay. Know the power you have, right? The access you have. All right? And I will holler at y'all a little later. All right? Love y'all, beloved. Stay prayed up. Keep doing what you're doing. And, yeah, keep doing your shadow work, too. All right? And keep growing. Congratulations. Good job. Whoever it is that's moving forward. Okay? Or whoever did. You didn't let a family or whoever, you didn't let somebody tell you how you should live your life. And that's exactly what God wants you to do. Okay, you're an individual. So however you see something, however you want something to happen, that matters. Not what everybody else has to say. Period. Okay, and if you love somebody, then go love them. If you want to do something, then go do it. You don't need anybody else's approval. Nobody. Except for the one. The one says, it's a go. I love when God tell me yes. Yes, it's something that people are like, no, you can't know. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay? But I'll holler at y'all later. Be easy. Stay safe. Later. Thanks.